chemistry chapter, that is matter. So students, you all have already learned what is matter, right? What is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. That is known as matter. So everything that we see in and around us, everything is made up of matter. Yes? Now, what is mass? What is mass? Even though you have learned what is mass, right? What is mass? The amount of matter that is present in an object is known as mass. And the space that occupies is called the volume. Yes? An object may have a definite shape or may not have a definite shape. An object may have a definite volume or may not have a definite volume. An object sometimes they have the ability to flow or may not. So based on the shape, volume and the ability to flow, the matter can exist in three different forms. They are known as the states of matter. They are known as the states of matter. Known as states of matter. There are three different forms. The states of matter have been classified into three different forms. That is solid, liquid and gas. Yes? So solid. Second one is the liquid. And third one is the gas. Solid, liquid and gas. So students, let us see in detail about each state of matter. First, let us see what is solid. Yes, solids are usually they have a definite shape, they have a definite volume. Yes, they have a definite shape, they have a definite volume, but they does not have the ability to flow from one place to another. So solids, they have definite shape, volume, but they does not have the ability to flow from one place to another. One place to another. Is solids, it does not change its shape by itself. It does not change its shape, does not change its shape by itself. Does not change its shape by itself. It can change its shape with certain external agent. Some external agent acts on it. That is, for example, the force or the heat. All these are external agents. When external agents such as force or heat that acts on it, it can change its shape by itself. Yes, it can change its shape by itself. Sometimes you have seen certain examples that solids may be soft, solids, in some cases solids may be very hard. For example, solids that are soft, that is the frozen butter. Frozen butter is an example for soft type of solid. Whereas hard type of solid, where you can see hard, very hard. That is example for that is diamond. Diamond is an example for hard solid. Solids can be cut into pieces. Solids can be cut into pieces. For For example, tree, wood, all these you can cut into pieces. And solids have many free surfaces. They have many free surfaces. So example for solid, you all know there are so many examples: table, chair, chalk. All these are examples for solid. Now students, let us move to the next states of matter, that is the liquids. That is the liquid. Now let us see the characteristics of liquids. What are liquids? So liquids, actually liquids, they don't have a definite shape. They doesn't have a definite shape. They have a definite volume. They have a definite volume. They doesn't have a definite shape. So liquids, no definite shape. Instead of that, what they have a definite volume. They have a definite volume. Yes, liquids usually take the shape of the container. So if you pour water in a glass, it takes the shape of the glass. If you put water in a bucket, it takes the shape of the bucket. That is why it is said to be liquids take the shape of the container. And liquids have the ability to flow from one place to another in the same direction. Yes, liquids, they can flow from one place to another by the same direction. And liquids, it cannot be cut into pieces. For example, milk, can you cut into pieces? Students? No. Yes, liquids like milk, petrol, diesel, kerosene, all these are examples of liquids which cannot cut into pieces. And liquids, it has only one free surface. Solids have many free surfaces, whereas liquids, they have only one free surface. Solids, they cannot flow, right? They cannot flow from one place to another. Whereas liquids, they can flow from one place to another in the same direction. This is clear, students, about solids and liquids. Now let us move on to gas. Now let us move on to gas. Gas. Gases, actually, they doesn't have a definite shape. They doesn't have a definite volume. No definite shape, no definite volume. Yes, they don't have any definite shape. They don't have any definite volume. They flow in all directions. They flow in all directions. Yes, the gases, no free space. Gases doesn't have any free space. It fills up the space available. Yes, it fills up the space available. So gases, the no definite shape, no definite volume, no definite volume. It flows in all possible directions. It flows in all possible directions. And gases, they don't have any free surfaces. No free surfaces. It fills up the space available. And gases, it cannot be cut into pieces. Yes? Gases usually, even gas cannot, that is, gas cannot cut into pieces. And it exerts pressure. It exerts pressure in all directions. So examples for gases, carbon dioxide, oxygen, all these are examples for gases. So students, it is clear the difference between solid, liquid and gas. I hope it's very clear, students. Now solids, liquids and gases. Yes? So let us have a look very fast at the difference. What are the differences between each other? So solids and liquids have already explained few points, the differences. Now liquids and gases. So gases, what happens? It flows in all possible directions. It has no free surfaces. It fills up the space available. And it exerts pressure in all directions equally. Yes, these are the now examples for gases. That is carbon dioxide, oxygen, all these are examples for gases. Now let us move on to the factors responsible for the nature of states of matter. Yes, different states of matter. Factors responsible for different states of matter. Factors responsible for different states of matter. States of matter. Factors responsible for different states of matter. Yes. Before coming to the factors, I'll explain what is the theory of particulate nature of matter. Theory of particulate nature of matter. This theory states that matter is made up of very small or very minute particles. Yes, so that is the theory of particulate nature of matter. Nature of matter. Is theory of particulate nature of matter. In this theory, the matter is made up of very small particles, that is either made up of atoms or molecules. These are very minute particles. So matter is made up of very minute. This theory states that matter is made up of very small particles. Very small particles. Yes, matter is made up of very small particles. It is either made up of atoms or molecules. That is made up of. Now, the arrangement of these particles in an object. Yes, the arrangement of the particles in an object determines the state of matter. So, how the particles are being arranged? According to that, the matter is going to vary from each other. So, the arrangement of the particles in an object determines the states of matter. Okay, so this is about the theory of particulate of nature. So what is theory of particulate of nature, students? It states that matter is made up of very minute particles or very small particles. That is made up of either atoms or it is made up of molecules. Okay, and it determines the arrangement. So the arrangement of these particles in an object determines the shape of the matter. So solids, the molecules are found to be very closely or very tightly packed. Yes, that is how the arrangement. So this theory states that the arrangement of particles in an object determines the speed. So solids. So you can see, I am going to show you in solids how are the molecules arranged. So in solids, the molecules are very closely and very tightly packed. The molecules are very closely and very tightly packed. The intermolecular force is also very serious. So the molecules are very closely or very tightly packed in solids. You can see the molecules are very closely and very tightly packed in solids. So this is in solids, the arrangement of the molecule. Whereas in liquids, the molecules are found to be loosely packed, not tightly packed. So the molecules are loosely packed. Yes, the molecules are found to be loosely packed. Can you see here? That is how the molecules are packed in liquids. And now let us see in gases how the molecules are being packed. Yes, in gases. So here in gases, the molecules are very loosely packed. So the molecules here are very loosely packed. So this is how the molecules in gases. So solids, liquids and gas. So you can see solids, the molecules are very tightly packed and very closely packed. Whereas in liquids, you can see the molecules are loosely packed, and whereas in gas, you can see the molecules are very loosely packed. Yes? And now the arrangement of the particles. The arrangement of the particles is mainly due to different factors. Yes, or the following factors. There are four main factors responsible for the arrangement of particles. First one is the interparticle space. Second one is the interparticle force. And first one let me discuss. First, that is interparticle force. Second one is the interparticle space. And third one is the Brownian motion. And fourth one is the diffusion. So these are the four factors which are responsible for the arrangement of the particles. So let me discuss that. See once again, children. So first one, I am going to discuss about the interparticle force. Second one, interparticle space. Third one is the Brownian motion, and fourth one is the diffusion. So all these four factors, students, we will see in the coming class. Okay.